Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Hello guys, it is Dark Ether here. I am playing a single player game called... Shoot, I just looked at the title. This is called Gone Home. Gone Home is essentially a girl returning home. She's been somewhere, I'm not actually sure where. And it seems awfully quiet for her having gotten home, considering her bags from no idea where, on flight number 270 to Portland. So I guess we're in Portland. It's raining outside. Seems in a pretty forested area. This is a nice house. Pretty big. Nobody's inside. Let's see. So user interactions are pretty simple. I guess there's key. I guess that's how we get in the house. I guess the door was locked. And here's a note. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want anyone to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't worry. I love you. Sam. So I guess Sam is her brother or sister. I don't know. Sam's a pretty genuine initial name, isn't it? Let's have a look around. Oop, here's a note. So, someone has to drive a long way to get to work. Wonder who that is. Let's see. Not really anything there. I guess shift zooms. So that's nice to know. Let's look in here. Front hall. Looks like senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier. Wonder who that is. Probably mom, if I had to guess. Over the Alps. Hasn't been played in a while. Let's see, anything else in here that I need to know about? Nope. Awesome. So let's have a look in here. A magazine about the top 21 or top 20 authors. English. I promise English is my first language, guys. That makes me very scared for whatever my second may turn out to be one day. That's kind of fun. That's really annoying here. Come on. Lending battery. Band-aids. Oh, didn't mean to close that. Let's just go ahead and... Oh, we turned off the light. Don't bother with washing our hands. It's optional, right? Itinerary. Worldwide timetable. Flight 881, 12:10 to Amsterdam. So I guess... When is this from? Effective June 1st, 1994. So that's not us. That was a year ago. I guess we flew to Amsterdam. From... looks like Philadelphia? Yeah, it looks like we probably went from Portland to Cincinnati to Newark, and then flew from Newark to Amsterdam, if I had to guess. Nope, that's good.
Sam.
Ooh, that was loud.
Sam. Hello.
So I guess this is us calling Sam.
Sam.
Ah, this is the thing.
Where are you?
So Jan must be Janice. So, Mom.
Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
I sound really panicked in that.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight.
So that was the one that we came home to. Sam, Katie, Mom. Mom is Janice. Dad is Terry. And then I imagine this younger girl is Sam, and this is Katie, which must be us. So I saw this, I've been waiting to read this. She does not sound like she was very nice to Daniel. I feel like I'm missing something. Ah, right. I saw this. Terrence. So Terrence Greenbrier must be Terry.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house.
1st.
I'm at a new school,
So we've never actually
and my
been
big
to this
sister
house.
being
This is
gone
the
for a
first
year
time.
doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real. But I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
I should not try to talk over the narrative. That's pretty loud. But I found Oscar Doc Mason. Oscar Mason, 60, of Boone County. Peacefully passed away last month in his house. 1933, 60 years after that, so it would have been 1993. 1993, 1992, when he died. No, that's not how math works. 1994. 1993 and 1994 that he died. He was a doctor, apparently. His nephew, Terrence Greenbrier. So this was our great uncle, maybe? Interesting. Oh, don't do that. Hey, it's a postcard from Paris. First Arbor Hill. So I guess we were in Paris. Many Parisian things. We're bringing something back for Sam. Lots of film. Okay. Well then. So, let's keep it rolling, guys. Nothing there. I looked at those earlier. Wonder what this note is. It's a welcome home, or welcome. So I guess that was welcome to the new school. Here's what all you gotta bring. One of those things. I always hated those things. I didn't like getting the list of items that I needed for class. I've actually never gone to a different school from the one I graduated from.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
So, what is this? We're in a study. Electrical inspection form. I wonder if we have any issues with our electrical system. So, looks like, yeah, I imagine $100 worth of system is not able to go. That explains the light in the main room. That was really creepy, by the way. I completely forgot to mention it, but that was creepy. I'm playing in like a pitch black room, by the way. The only lights I have are a desk lamp, and yeah, that's it. I have a TV beside me, but it's not on. Who plays games like this, mystery games, with the lights on? Just kidding. I do it quite frequently because I play games constantly. I have no life, and that was really bad timing on that lightning. Please go away, lightning. So, there's a 3-ring binder. What is this? What if JFK wasn't JFK? So, is her dad like a conspiracy nut, or what does this say? Okay, this is talking about some sort of CD player. Sorry, I just like read the last line and it told me everything. So I guess he was getting information. He was writing some kind of review. Oh. Well, let's put that right there too. First Arbor Hill 97116. So this went to us. Dear Terrence, I write on what I hope and imagine is a joyous occasion. News reaches? I can't read that very well. News reaches me that you are newly married to a wonderful young woman. From 1972. I have had more than a little time to consider, I think consider my past and my family and my posts, and have often lingered on your development. And you are in the 10 years time we last met, 10 years since we last met. You moving gives me much reassurance in this regard. I'm not very good at reading, if you guys can't tell. So, and it came from Oscar Mason. So the original owner of the house wrote that letter. But I guess he didn't ever send it? You do you. From the pen of Terrence Greenbrier. A little personal notepad. Nothing in there. Ooh, crumpled paper. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them. The stars twinkling as if he were lying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts, even though that place was a million miles away. He blinked the sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glass of the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. So maybe some kind of writer. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of typos. Yeah, he hit enter on that. Broke the line. Cancel that. What to procure. What to construct. What to construct. I can't say that because it's not a real word. Yeah. So if I had to imagine, her dad might be a writer. I want to move that to there, but oh well. Let's see. Oops. Nothing in that drawer. Nothing in that drawer. And that one needs a combination. Let's see if we can find a combination, guys. Give me the fan. I want some air. Ooh. Never mind, don't give me the fan. So I noticed earlier on that these lights seem to be out the inside of every room. I guess we can't shut that door. Magazine. Tell us about their worst moments. A teenage drag queen. That was 95, so that was from this year. Read notes. The accidental prophet. Okay. More and more, I'm actually kind of concerned for this guy. What's this? This looked interesting. A stranger under my roof. Understanding teens. So I guess her sister's in her teenage years and is having a tough time. From the very beginning, as he or she enters adolescence, up through the end of the teen years, as he or she enters young adulthood. Practical strategies here are based upon well-tested principles of pediatric psychology. A mother of 2 teenagers. Gain new tools for establishing a productive, healthy, and loving dialogue with the stranger under your roof. So I guess they were having a rough time with someone, either Katie or Sam. Yes. Well, read letter. Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting these last few months. They are becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit, and it's your job to stay under it. So these guys are complaining to Terrence. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter, I'd just be cutting you loose. There's tons of guys half your age who would take half your rate to write stuff I could actually use. So you're getting a new chance, or another chance from your long-lost friend David. And he's the boss, so thank him a nice note thanking him for his patience. Okay. 0451. 0451. Let's see. Does anything else look out of place along these shelves? No. Alright. So let's just go. Okay, that's a crouch. Why do you need a crouch? Oh, duh. Let's try that number over here. Ah, document. An original document type copy for your records in a notarized copy has been filed at our offices. So, let's see. So this is from Oscar Mason, his will and testament. He is a lifelong resident of Boone County. He is unmarried and has no children. He has no outstanding debts. He bequeaths every item of value, including the dwelling of Arbor Hill, as well as all personal properties and moneyed accounts, to Terrence L. Greenbrier. So all of his stuff went to our dad. And if it didn't go to him, then it would have gone to us. Darn, Dad. And here's the original copy. What's this? The killing of JFK. Lots of missed notes. Hey, how are you now? Are you the new girl Sam? I'm Tommy, and I'm at the back behind your house. Wave if you get this and write back. Yes, I'm Samantha, and I'm new. I just thought since you're new here, maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends either, and so I thought I'd ask something. If you don't mind. Do you mind? So this is Tommy. I guess he's just sending her a little note. No, I don't mind. What did you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? Ouch. Tommy's kind of a dick. So, fuck you, Tommy. You guys didn't hear that. I beeped it. I probably didn't, but like, I did something to block it out. Oh, it's a note from Dad. The accidental savior. So, apparently a bunch of... this is what all that JFK stuff was about. That is JF Kennedy.
And Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors
So,
and secure all windows and doors.
Terry, hey man, how
Flood
have you been?
conditions are
I know
expected
you're
at
a
lower
published
elevations.
author and everything now, but my editor at Hi-Fi has too much review work to go around, and naturally I thought of you. You were saying in your last note that it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature, and writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch.
This is a severe weather warning.
Okay,
The Northwest
so I
Weather
guess
Service
that's them
reports high
offering
winds
him
with
a
torrential
part-time
rain
job,
conditions affecting the following counties.
work from home opportunity.
Austin County.
What's this? Making friends. Thought this might help. Dad. Feeling lonely? It's a piece of cake to make friends. Never worry again about having friends to spend time with. This book will teach you to make friends even when you're shy.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
So I guess she wasn't very good at making friends, but she apparently was very fond of writing, even as a little kid. This is a book from 2nd grade, I think it said? Yeah, grade 2. The Turtle People, part 1. I guess it's some sort of pirate scenario. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. Then she heard a cannon. Fire, boom. It was the black pirate ship. She yelled, I thought we lost them at Horse Island. The first mate said, looks like you thought too soon. The black ship came up along the side. Captain Black himself came out on deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, Yar never, never, I'm gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise. And your father were a liar. Captain Allegra yelled back, then why do you keep following us, you imbecile? The first mate yelled out, we'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see her father was no liar. The battle kept on until Captain Allegra's ship got away. Now west, she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. So she was quite fond of writing, I guess. Let's see. Hi, Terry. So this is another note to her dad. Pioneer CLDD 703 unit. It's remote and cabled. Half-page review for the October issue. And gives you about 2 weeks to get us the copy for edits. Standard like the CLDD 502. So there's some more books. Some more stuff. Let's just put these back up here. I didn't miss that, I promise. Poltergeists. So I guess... I mean, with this book, I can believe that there is a haunting. Or with this game so far, I can believe there's a haunting. Bratmobile. Nothing in the pizza box. Open drawer. Nothing there. The X-Files. Yay! Mom's old book. Forestry Service. The Coliseum. Showplace of Oregon. Pulp Fiction. Matches? No matches. Okay. Can't get a candle. Got it. Ooh. Don't touch me. No, stop. No comments. Bunches of coupons. Save 25 cents. Not much for a coupon then. National Forestry Manual. So I guess this is probably from my mom's work. What's in here? It's dark. There we go. Open folder. Let's look at the textbook first. World History textbook. Anything down here? Minus the pencil. Pencil will go up there now. No. Go up there now. Thank you. Read assignments. Below are 2 stories. The events are all out of order. Get a sheet of lined paper. Write reproductive system worksheet number 6. Choose one of the 2 stories. Rewrite it. Begin with the title and your name. Find a topic sentence and begin your paragraph. And put the sentences in chronological order. The menstruals. Okay. So this is literally reproductive system. Didn't need to know about that. Wait, what? This is a lot more than what she... The early morning of September 1st, 1937. Essa Glatz stares out the window of the train as it travels from Vienna back to her... Probably... Nope. I'll throw that away for you guys. Don't worry. Record player. Yeah, just kidding. Nope. Thank you. Ooh, a letter from Dad. Alright, to inform you that unfortunately Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up, The Accidental Pariah. So I guess her dad's a writer. I think we already knew that, but I wonder what's in here. Read letter. Samantha, give this to your mom. Thanks for having Danny over. Oh, so they did have the kid over after all. He's missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha the Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave him my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit anytime.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
That does make more sense. So I guess this is the follow-up? No, that's the follow-up to that one. There we go. Makes more sense. So, let's see. There was something, yeah. There we go. So we're in the music room. We've gone through the only room left on this side of the house. We go over here, read notes. Sorry about the stuff that is missing, Sam. So I guess Sam must have come here running away. Or left notes after she ran away, explaining all of that. So, I wonder what all's going on. I do wonder why she left. Lots of little papers left in the bottom of these drawers. Ooh. Hi, Lonnie. So if you wanted to come over to my house this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. I'll write back and leave it in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet in the parking lot after 6th. Samantha. Totally in. See you there. Then I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men?
So,
Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
So I guess, Katie, we're not supposed to go and look in the attic. Oh, the door's locked. Did I miss something? I didn't think I'd miss anything. Haven't we gone through a room in the building? No. Oh. Why haven't we gone upstairs yet? That looks really freaky. Well, let's wish me luck, guys. Oh, newspaper cleaning. Janice Greenbrier. I guess we're in charge of a controlled burn, or our mom is. Nothing neither of those. Thanks. Oh, personal planning. Oops. Cooking class on Wednesdays. Ballroom and dancing on a Friday. Couples bowling. And then cook a big meal for Terry and Sam. So that's why she's doing the cooking classes. Can't cook very well. Personnel transfer. So I guess our mom was put in charge of personnel who were transferred in there for the controlled burning.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
So I bet that cassette actually goes with that cassette case. Okay then. Interesting. Lots of different games. Okay then. Board game. Got your number. Going to dance with anyone who's got a crush on you? I wonder what that is. Holy Bible. Collar. Mitten. I guess they used to have a pet. Feel bad for going through all this stuff. Stiggy. I guess that's their stuff I need. Zoom in the magazine. March 1995. Groove. He's in Africa. Read the shirt. So I guess I don't think I sincerely doubt that would be the Sam. Kurt Cobain. I seriously don't think that was Sam's dad. Let's see. Read the slip. Samantha Greenbrier, Fletcher, metalworking and engraving. C-. Not a challenging assignment. Metal plaque for family portrait. Reasonable subject, but not complex. When I said that mom and dad should be replaced with parents' names, I did not just add them underneath. Acceptable leveling on edges. And show more pride in work. I guess that was that plaque downstairs, I bet. Misfits. Have you watched those YouTube channel? They're a pretty good YouTube channel. I enjoy watching them from time to time. Read brochure. I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you. Pre-college program for young scholars. 3 students from each track will be offered a full scholarship. Creative writing. So yeah, I think Sam's she really enjoys writing. So, yeah. What's this? Do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? Came out last weekend and Todd won't shut up about it, so either it's good or we can make it fun of him for liking it. My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can just ditch out on it. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I going to barf? According to Todd, it's pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd wants to see it again. 7:15 okay? Don't barf. I guess Lonnie... I'm assuming these notes are from Lonnie at this point. Barf. I guess Lonnie is pretty big on these types of things. That's probably what that note was that we found earlier. Ooh, food codes. Kick, hold, kick. Air stomp is down. Plus MK. I do wonder... Hold on. Am I just blind? I feel like one of these probably has the codes for this thing in them. Maybe? One. Let's look at journals. Map. So yeah, I guess Caitlin Greenbrier got this in 73. Born 73, sorry. I've got to go and check something, guys. Let's call it a sneaking suspicion, but I think... Sternly worded. Samantha Greenbrier, I'm 17 years old, and therefore an independent, fully functional human. The fact you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is absurd, compared with Katie, who is only 3 years older than me, and yet you're allowed to go all the way across the ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own. Like a human being, since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. So maybe she just took off to the... Maybe she just went after a night at the city. Sam, stop leaving every damn light in the house on. You're as bad as your sister. Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. There's something I need to check. It's just something I noticed earlier that I'm curious about. Let's see. Standard lock combo. I wonder if... I feel like... Surely by now I would have read a note. But, oh well. I figured she would have had a note about what the combination was in her room. I really want to know what the combination is. Somewhere. Oh, crumpled notes. Yolanda De Soto. Who's De Soto? Mr. eventually observed De Soto wearing a t-shirt with an unacceptable image on the front. De Soto was given the option to turn her shirt inside out, change into a shirt from the gym, or be suspended. De Soto chose suspension. Her father was called, but there was no answer and no answering machine, so Miss De Soto. I wonder who De Soto is. Should I know that already? I don't know yet. Ah. I honestly thought that was blood for a second.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. It's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked into the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
So I guess... Okay then. No wonder it said barf. Probably gonna be blocking that out from you guys. Still nothing on TV. Oh, dear Jan, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I have had our own down period. It's become a bit of a way of life, actually. I'll let you guys read that. I already said I am not very good on writing, and I guess Terry is in some sort of slump. Watercolor techniques. It got on me. This must be us whenever we were littler. Mom's purse. One where Mom left her purse. Holy Bible. So this is definitely a dear Mom, Dad, and Sam. I am in Shuttle. This is Shuttle. I'm on my way back from London, this time going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the channel. Is it bad I don't know what the channel is? Dad, you've always wanted to visit, and you really should. You'd love it. If you all wanted to come back here as a family sometimes, I guess I could be convinced. Love you all. Coaster? I'll shoot those coasters. Phone doesn't work. I'll come back to these. What is Sam's dark room? Do not enter. So I guess that's where she said we shouldn't go to. So we should definitely make it a point to try and find our way into there. Examine form. Performance evaluation. Exemplary. Major patron has been indispensable during the course of the prescribed burn preparation and execution. His expertise and dedication has been a deciding factor in the success of a very complex and challenging conservation effort. In the opinion of the Flintlock Forest staff, its contributions to daily operations have become essential to the outfit's continuing success. In this end, I'll be formally submitting paperwork requesting his permanent reassignment. So I guess he did really good whenever they were doing the burning. Halloween show. Don't forget your costume. The Misfits. They're awesome. See you there. So I'm guessing this is another note to Lonnie. Or from Lonnie.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
I wonder what she could tell. So I guess this is what they were going as to the Halloween party. Sewing table. Okay. I've never actually seen one like that. Or at all. As in the wildfire. And okay, so that's not exactly a wildfire is a really beautiful display of flowers. Alright. Sounds about right. Textbook. So there's a secret passage somewhere in here. Let's see. It's downstairs. So it would be just behind Mom and Dad's room. Last time, Mom and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it, so it was not an overnight trip. Dang it, or Sam. Sorry, I've heard more about Lonnie so far in this than I have Sam. Composition. Sighting journal. Poured milk from carton in fridge, and it was spoiled. Pretty sure I read that spirits can sour milk, and it was bought the night before. Probably just the furnace. Whenever a faint voice came from the bottom of the stairs. Tall shadow in upstairs hall. How tall was Uncle Oscar? And she wasn't wearing her glasses. Lonnie says she feels a presence. They build. So the fort was from Lonnie on October 9th. October 24th, they use a Ouija board. Don't watch Ouija. That's actually a terrifying show. Just something for you guys to know. Help patrol premises, recording any signs of otherworldly patrol premises presence. Lana reported many sightings, but all remained unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm in the attic, which was a leaky room, and take a sample just in case. Due to our best efforts, probably due to leaky roof. Despite our best efforts, we both fell asleep around 4 a.m. My stuff. No way is this room this big for no apparent reason. Why is that shelf further? Yeah, that's not just my imagination. That's actually further out. Sorry, the talk about a secret room actually got me curious. They said there was a secret room by Mom and Dad's room. So let's go in here. wonder, is it in the closet? Yes! Haha! I knew I had to just pick it up. Examine the map. Library, upstairs hall, and foyer. No supernaturals. Noted. So we are back downstairs. So there's another secret door. Here it said? It has a secret compartment listed right here. Because here's the foyer. So let me open. Ooh, loose panel. Private Heaven, the Edge of the World, Part 2. Huh. Interesting. Property is Sam. 50 to 1, right 3 times, stop at blank. Full turn passing first. Okay. So that's half of her secret.